Yes, people, welcome back to Arsenal with Ash. I'm here to preview our big game away at Newcastle at St James's Park. Sunday night football, and it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough game. We ain't won there the last couple of years they've done us. I don't think we've won there since the 22-23 season. And even that game was tough. They started right on top of us. I think they hit the crossbar in the first minute or something like that. But we won the game for an Odegaard goal and I think an own goal, I think it was. But yeah, we have had some tough games away at Newcastle of recent. I think last season we even lost there twice. I think it was. We lost there in the Carabao Cup semi-final as well. So it's a tough game. It's a tough game, but we need the 3 points. We need to close the gap on Liverpool. We need to get back into the winning run. We've got a set of fixtures now that on paper they look nice, but looking at the fixtures last season, I think it was the likes of Newcastle, Fulham, Palace, West Ham. Them games we dropped points in against all of those teams last season. So those are the games where I need us to step up, and that's where we need to improve from last season. And it starts here. St James's Park is going to be rocking. They're going to be up for it. They're going to be buzzing. We know the game plan they're going to come with. They're going to play. They're going to try and get an early goal and then sit in a low block. It's going to be high intensity. It's going to be physical. Joe Linton, Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali, Anthony Gordon, all them sorts of players, they're going to be at us. And we need to be at it. We need to find a way, even if we do go a goal down, which is not, it's a terrible scenario at Newcastle. We need to have the ability to create, because then at that point they sit in a low block and counter. We now have an Eze. We have players that can unlock the door, and yeah, we have to play him. We have to play him. So it's going to be a tough game, and yeah, let's start with the team news actually. So in terms of fitness, on the Newcastle side, I believe Jacob Ramsey, Fabian Schär and Johan Wissa are all going to be out through injury. Anthony Gordon returns for them from his 3-match suspension after his red card against Liverpool. For us, we've still got Jesus out, Havertz is out, Odegaard might possibly be back. I believe he's trained this weekend. We've got Saka's obviously back, and who else is there? I think there was someone else. Who else was injured? Obviously Noni's out for a couple of months. We've had the confirmation of that. So yeah, we've got a fair share of injuries, but we should still be putting a strong team out there. Both teams went through in the League Cup earlier this week, have had positive results. Both teams drew their last league game. They drew away at Bournemouth, we drew at home to City. So yeah, both teams need the 3 points. But in terms of our title challenge, we have to win. We have to win. We have to go there and win. Not only just for the points and for where we are in the season now, but for our own mentality. To go to a place like St James's Park and pick up 3 points would be massive. It would be massive. But like I said before, tactically, Arteta has to get it right. We have to have the creative options there. We cannot start the game with a Rice, Zubimendi, Marino midfield, because that's not going to work. Physically, it's just going to be a bam, bam. But they're going to have players in their midfield that can get forward and make things happen. Tonali, I think, is a really good footballer. Bruno Guimaraes is a really good footballer. And we need to counteract that with an Odegaard or an Eze. Whoever, if Odegaard's not fit, put Eze in there. Can't make that mistake again. So yeah, Arteta's got to get this right. Eddie Howe has his number. He does have his number. Although in our last meeting with them at the Emirates at the back end of last season, we did win that game 1-0. Declan Rice with a great finish. Played them pre-season as well. Got the win there as well. So yeah, we can have a little bit of confidence going into this game, but we have to be at it from the off. We have to be at it because it's going to be a tough one. So let me talk about the predicted 11. David Raya will come back in goal to replace Kepa, who obviously started away at Port Vale. He's been brilliant this season so far, so hopefully he can keep another clean sheet. The back four, I'm going with Jurriën Timber. Probably, the same back four that started against City. So Timber, Saliba, Gabriel and Calafiori. That's the first choice back four at the moment. And they're going to have their work cut out, because on the counter-attack, Newcastle are going to be on us. Elanga, with his pace against Calafiori. Gabriel's going to have to cover that channel really well. Gordon, Barnes, whoever they put out there, the new striker, Watermead, although I don't know if he will start this game. But I think Saliba and Gabriel would like someone like that to play. They'd fancy themselves against him. that type of striker anyway. So yeah, it's going to be tough, but we have faith in that defence. They've come through for us so many times. So that's the back four I'd go with. In midfield, I'd go with Zubimendi, I'd go with Rice, and I'd go with Odegaard. I'm praying Odegaard's going to be back. I think he's so important to this team. And I do believe that this season he can kick on a bit more. The creative burden ain't on him as much with Eze in the team. So we need Odegaard back. And if he's not back, I'm putting Eze in the 10. But yeah, that's the team I'd go with for now. The midfield, sorry. And then in the front three, I'd go with Eze on the left. I'd go with Gyökeres up front, of course, and Saka on the right. And I think that's our best front three. I think that front three it has pretty much it all. It has split. They can both wingers can go beyond and make runs in behind, as can Gyökeres, of course. They both can have the ball to feet and create out of nothing, Eze and Saka. So to have that option on both sides would be brilliant, because Saka might draw defenders to him, but then the space opens up for Eze and Gyökeres, and the same on the other side. So that's the team I'd go with. And then we'll have the likes of Ethan Nwaneri, Martinelli, Trossard, these players that can come on and influence the game off the bench. Marino you could even throw up front to be a presence in the box if we need to. So that's the team I'd go with, and that's the team I believe can get the 3 points. I really do believe that. So I'm gonna go with a 3-1 Arsenal win. Yeah, I do think we'll get a few goals. I'm gonna go with Gyökeres to get a goal. I'm gonna go with Declan Rice to get a goal, and I'm gonna go with Saka to get a goal. So those are my 3 goal scorers. I think we're gonna win the game. We have to win this game. It's gonna be tough, but we have to be at it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Let me know your predictions in the comments as well. And who you want to see in the starting 11. But yeah, we have to get this right, Arsenal, man. Come on, let's do this.